Yung si Mayor Magalong, marami akusasyon to against congressmen. No? Hindi nyo pa papatawag to para magkaalaman na kung meron siya ebidensya against congressmen.
Well, katulad na sinabi ko, ako wala naman akong problema na magpakita siya sa hearing. Given siyempre na he will have to do two things under oath. Una, yung sabihin niya kung sino yung 67 lawmakers, no? Na contractors na sinasabi niya. Pangalawa, sino yung 30%, 40% kickbacks ng mga congressmen na tumatanggap po from government projects, no? Yung po yung dala. Pero yung po ibang House members kasi, I think they have real objections on inviting Mayor Magalong after him speaking before so many forums, stating two things. Una, sinabi niya yung anti-Moro pejorative, no? Against the committee. But secondly, tinawag niya po yung mga House members na mga kriminal. So it's an actual slander against the integrity of the committee. So parang, syempre, may ganun pong pagtingin sa Kongreso na ba't natin isasalang yung isang tao, whoever he is, na parang pre-judge na ho yung commitment po ng committee sa truth-seeking and fault-finding.
Pero on the other hand, Kong Terry, would that not be the perfect opportunity for congressmen to confront him? Tulad ng ginagawa ng previous Congress, di ba? Pag meron sinabing masama sa isang komite, di ba, kino-contempt pa nga, di ba? This would be the perfect situation for them to confront Magalong.
I think it's an entirely different situation kasi if you have questions on the integrity of the committee, marami kasi sinabi, tinawag mo criminal yung mga House members, siguro naman hindi ako kasama doon. At tinawag mo
nakabalik niya lang eh.
using a anti-Moro pejorative, parang it also speaks about your actual motivations in these things. Na parang, baka naman talaga wala siyang hawak ng mga actual na mga ebidensya, dokumento, at he might actually use pa Congress as a platform para ho talaga to continue the slander. Hindi ba?
Pero so, you will be in control pag siya nagpunta dyan, di ba? Kayo may hawak ng rules eh. Di ba? Pwede siyang pa-stop, pwede siyang pa-contempt pag wala siyang maipakita.
Well, tama po kayo. Pero again, kailangan ho munang isettle ho ng House members kung how do they actually view yung pong questions and slander ni Mayor Magalong into the integrity of the committee.
Okay.
Kasi kasi, for example, yung po mga sinasalang naman ho namin in this committee, I don't think they've ever raised these particular questions on the mandate of the committee. They've never called us criminals and used an anti-Moro pejorative, di ba? So, kumbaga, we are going to them and we are asking them in good faith, and they're coming to Congress in good faith. Kaya, I think you can see naman po on how we treated the resource persons na parang ginagalang naman ho namin sila. No? Pero, so that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Lastly, Kong Terry, no? Of course, yung ginagawa ninyo in aid of legislation yan, no? Pero syempre, pwede rin mo kayo mag-recommend ng filing ng charges at ang kikilos dapat yung mga appropriate agencies of government. Pero paano ba ang naiisip niyong paraan talaga para matigil itong laganap na korupsyon pagdating sa infrastructure projects? From the level of Congress, DPWH, contractors. Para wag na tayo maglokohan dito. Ano bang dapat mapura natin dito?
Well, una sa lahat yung sa actual project implementation, ulit-ulit ko na rin itong binabanggit. No? Very important yung private sector inspections over the course of project implementation. So, ibig sabihin, meron talagang third party na tumitingin kung tama ba yung bakal, tama ba yung pagkakalatag ng bakal, tama ba yung semento, tama ba yung kapal ng semento at bakal, bago ho talaga nakakapag-bill ito pong mga kontratista pong ito. So, ibig sabihin, makakat po natin yung line of corruption through the course of project implementation. So, yun yung una. Pangalawa, at the level of Congress and the Senate, which is the problem that we have, particularly with this Wawa Builders 96 million insertion, yung sinasabi din po ni Senator Lacson, no, na kailangan ho may pangalan yung bawat insertion na gusto nating ilagay sa atin pong budget. No? Whether it's at the level of the HGAB, which is the Congress bill, or at the level of the BICAM, which is the bicameral bill. No? Kasi nga, I mean, again, wala akong debate na mahalaga yung mga congressional amendments, initiatives, or insertions. Kasi for example, kung hindi talaga gustong pondahan ho ng executive, yung pong particular na gusali, pero tingin natin ay mahalaga para sa mga mag-aaral doon, doon pwedeng yung ipasok at maglagay po yung pong mga kongresista at mga senador. No? Pero kaya nga ang talagang pinakausapin lang dyan ay paano ho siya in-implement. No? At I think yung way talaga to make legislators accountable ay basta kung gusto mo maglagay ng BICAM, ng line item sa BICAM or sa HCAM, dapat meron pong nakadikit pong pangalan sa bawat line item na ipapasok po natin. Ipapasok or tatanggalin. Kasi syempre hindi ka pwede magpasok in the budget nang wala kang tinatanggal.